The Pope's secret move. When Pope Leo XIV appeared on the balcony over St. Peter's Square on that sweltering Tuesday afternoon, it looked like a man acting on pure emotion. The raw voice, the impromptu speech, the visceral anger. It looked impulsive. But that was the illusion. Here is the detail that fundamentally changed the narrative. On Wednesday morning, the Pope released a second document. It was 17 pages long, densely footnoted and meticulously precise. And that is when everyone realized the Pope hadn't been acting on fury. He had been acting on calculation. Let's start with the morning of the revocation. At 7:15 a.m., the Vatican press office issued a 4-sentence statement. No context. Within 90 minutes, it was the lead story on every major newswire in the world. By lunchtime, the hashtag was trending in 14 countries simultaneously. The world saw the action. But what the world didn't see was the war that was happening inside the Vatican walls. You have to understand, the Pope didn't just make a policy change. He demonstrated absolute authority, and he did it unilaterally. He bypassed the entire system. One Monsignor, speaking to a French publication, said, "He did not ask permission. He did not build consensus. He did not allow us to shape this or soften it. He simply did it." And that frightens people because it reminds everyone of something we prefer to forget. The Pope has absolute authority, and he just used it. The pushback was immediate. By midday, a group of at least 5 cardinals had requested a formal, collective audience with the Pope to discuss canonical implications. This is Vatican diplomatic language for, "We believe you, overstepped your authority, and we intend to push back." Pope Leo granted no audiences. Instead, he went to the balcony. He spoke in English, his native tongue. He was conversational, intimate. He said truth, even painful truth, especially painful truth, is what makes us worthy of the faith people place in us. But here is the trap. Opposing a dramatic gesture is easy. You call it impulsive, you invoke prudence, you cite tradition. But then came Wednesday morning. The 17-page framework titled, "On the Duty of Disclosure." This document addressed objections before they could be raised. It established a step-by-step process for reviewing sealed findings. It included protections for witnesses and the rights of the accused. It was deep, it was detailed, and it was deeply conservative. It was a canonical roadmap. The group of 5 cardinals who demanded an audience went quiet. The ground had shifted. How do you oppose a canonical framework that anticipates every single one of your objections? The Pope didn't act in fury. The fury had come weeks earlier when he learned about the sealed cases. What the world witnessed on Tuesday was the result. It was a masterclass in structural reform. He had the initial shock factor of the revocation, the human vulnerability of the balcony appearance, and then the final blow, the 17-page framework that proved he wasn't just breaking things, he was rebuilding them. He destroyed the lock, and then gave everyone the blueprint for the door. So what do you think? Was this a desperate gamble by a pope who had run out of patience? Or was it a brilliant, calculated power move to force an institution to change? And more importantly, has he just signed his own death warrant? Tell me in the comments.